It's August 14th, and the Padres are in first place. What the is going on? What in the actual... All right, I think this is what everybody wants here, though, huh? End of the season, Padres-Dodgers, best rivalry in baseball right now. It's not even a question. This is the first time in August that the Padres have been in first place in the NL West in 15 years, which is absurd to think about. It's going to be fun just coming down the stretch. The Dodgers are injured. They're not the team that everybody that is a Dodgers fan wanted them to be coming down the stretch. Obviously, they have nobody healthy. Their bullpen is non-existent. Their starters are non-existent. Their offense is non-existent. They're struggling health-wise, and they're still, the thing is they're playing good baseball. They're just not winning. Like they're not losing games themselves. Bullpen's getting hit. They're getting beat. That's fine. But they're not in like a Yankee situation where they're just playing bad baseball. They're just not winning. And it's interesting to see because the Padres are playing very good baseball. The trade deadline was very good to them. You got to look at right now what it is and say they're the favorites in this series coming up. They got 3 in LA, 3 in San Diego. I just don't think you can ask for much more as a San Diego or a Padre fan this late in the season to have these two juggernauts of the league right now just going at it, getting after it. I'm freaking pumped up, man. And the Padres look good. The Padres just look good. If the season ended today, and here's the thing, everybody's like, "Oh, the Dodgers pay to win. They buy their team." Yeah. What the fuck else are you supposed to do? Here's a fun fact for anybody that says that. Right? Do you have to pay all the money in the world to win a World Series? No. Does it help? Yes. Does it guarantee you anything? No. This is baseball. Honestly, the team with the best vibes and the team that's playing the hottest in the last 5 weeks, that's all that matters. Scrape into the wild card game or the series, win that. Momentum, things are going well. Y'all feel good. Next thing you know, you're in the World Series. Look at the Diamondbacks not too long ago. If you're going to complain about buying a World Series, it's only because your team is not the one buying it. That's all there is to it. Your team's just not the team buying it, so you're like, oh, you've bought a World Series. Let me tell you this. If the season ended today, right now, the playoff picture would have 12 teams in it. And would you like to take a guess at how many of those 12 teams are in the top 12 payroll this year? I'll give you a second. Okay, your second's over. It's 9 of them. 9 of the top 12 payrolls would be in the playoffs if the season ended right now. And the ones that aren't in there would be the Brewers, who are the best team in baseball, and it's not even close for the past 2 months. Detroit, who's also very good, and Seattle. 3 out of the 12. That's 25% of teams that are going to be in the playoffs if it ended right now that are not in the top 12 payroll. So you spend the money to win. That's the whole point. It's a business. You buy the best team you can and hope they go get it done. Does it guarantee you anything? No. But these teams like the Yankees and let's just pick good teams that are always there, right? They're always there. Your job as a team, it's hard to win a World Series. Your job as a team is to give your fans a postseason as far as I'm concerned. Because once you get in the postseason, it's anybody's game. That's all there is to it. So if you're going to whine and complain about buying a team, you're buying a team that gives your fans the best experience on the season. The Dodgers do that. The Yankees do that. Padres have done that as of late. They're trying, which I respect and I like. That's all there is to it. These teams that are always there are teams that are giving their fans what they deserve, which is a competitive year every year in, year out. So that's my take on that. I am looking forward to that series. Dodgers are getting to a point where they look like they're in trouble, but they also have a whole bunch of championships between the guys in their team, in their clubhouse, on their coaching staff, in the organization. They have a whole bunch of MVPs. They have a whole bunch of experience, guys that have been there, done that. They are the Dodgers. They've had 2 streaks or 2 seasons worse than the one they're having right now. These slumps, whatever you want to call it. two. It's happened to them twice under Dave Roberts. We'll keep it current. That have been worse than this. That was 2017 and 2018. And if you'd like to take a wild guess of who was in the World Series in 2017 and 18, it was somebody versus the Dodgers both years. So the Dodgers and they're not a team that is coming into the season hoping to make playoffs. They're a team that comes in every single year and wants to win a World Series, just like the Yankees. That's the expectation. The Mets, that's the expectation this year, at least with Soto and all that group. But there's certain teams that World Series or bust every year because that's who they are. The Padres are not that, but you don't have to be to win the World Series. The Padres have been, I mean, if you ask their fans, it's like make it farther than the Dodgers and we won the World Series. That's really all they care about. But I think the players and the management and everybody involved in the Padres is kind of World Series or bust now. They have veterans. They got young guys. I think they've internally, at least for themselves, have put themselves in that category of if we don't win a World Series, it's a bust. I think getting to the World Series this year for the Padres would be good enough for the city. I mean, get to the World Series. A World Series at Petco would be absolutely electric. I've been down there for games. Went down there a week or two ago to watch a guy I coached in high school play second base for the Cardinals, which is crazy because I watched him take the field for me in high school 4 years ago. And now I'm watching him like play defense while Tatis is in the box. And that shit is crazy, let me tell you. Shout out Thomas Ajacey. In his rookie year with the Cardinals, doing good things. He's going to play baseball for a long, long time. Mark my words on that one. So the Dodgers just got swept by the Angels, who I like to see. And if you're wondering, the Angels are in the top 12 of payroll. That's one of the teams that is not in the playoff picture right now and will not be. But that's that. What the Padres do. Padres swept the Giants. And let me tell you something that I love. I don't have any issues with anything. No players, no teams, no nothing. I just enjoy baseball in general. But I do enjoy seeing since the Devers trade, since the Rafael Devers trade, I didn't like his attitude to begin with Boston before the start of the season and the offseason with Bregman and him complaining. I just didn't like it one bit the whole way through. Absolutely zero. I want to see this team win. I want to help in any way. None of that. And that just pisses me off. It just irritates me because what else are we there for? And all the fans are all up in arms. Oh my God, we lost Devers. I said, fucking good, man. You lost somebody that didn't even want to be there. Do you understand how detrimental that is to a team to have that bullshit going on in your clubhouse? And sure, he showed up and played and did his thing, but he didn't want to be there. I mean, my God. So my favorite storyline, in all honesty, this season is the fact that the day that he got traded to the Giants, since that day, the Giants were in first place. Giants were tied for first in the NL West and had a good record. Since the trade, they're 17-26, a .395 win percentage. It's the worst record in baseball since the trade. That to me is like, I love that. I love it. Boston, guess what? Since the trade, third best record in baseball. The third best record in baseball. They're squeezing themselves into a wild card spot. I just think I think everybody should take notes. It's not about having the superstar, even if he's this, that, or the other thing. Oh, well, we deal with that because he's a superstar. We deal with that because he hits. We deal with that because he pitches the shit out of the ball. It doesn't matter. This is baseball. If you don't have team chemistry, if your clubhouse doesn't have a culture of, hey, we can't wait to show up the field and play with these guys every day, you're not going to win, dude. You're not going to win. The Brewers, like 25th in payroll. How many superstars do they have? Name them. Go ahead. We're all going to sit here and wait other than Yelich. But Yelich isn't having a superstar year. They're a team. They're vibing. The clubhouse probably is real good there. They're probably having fun because that's what baseball is. in a game where it literally is anybody's game on any given day, you better have the little things right. You better want to be there for each other, compete for something bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think I truly, truly enjoy Boston's success because they let Devers go for nothing. They just said, fucking see you later, dude. They didn't even shop him around, which I just love. They just stood up and said, fuck it, we're done. And the Giants went, yeah, huge deal. Look who we just got. Bam. Worst fucking record in baseball since that trade happened. Let it be a lesson to everybody out there that it's bigger than the talent, man. God, almost just pisses me off even thinking about it. I don't know Devers as a human being. I don't even know him as a teammate or baseball player. I just know that what I saw from the outside looking in, I did not like anything about the way he handled this season, and I didn't like it so much that I am finding a lot of joy out of the San Francisco Giants losing record and the Boston Red Sox winning record since the trade happened. It's tough to sit here. I shouldn't say it's tough. It's very easy for me to sit here and critique and give my opinions, but it should go. It shouldn't go without being said that I am the guy on the couch, and I know that, just like everybody else knows that, just like every single one of us that is not on the field, not the man in the arena. The utmost respect for what these guys do, but I think this is part of our gig, right? This is what fans do, and I'm a fan of the game. So I am excited about this Dodgers Padres 6-game set coming up. I think it's going to be pretty incredible. I truly hope that nobody anywhere gets injured. I want everyone to stay healthy, but I certainly wouldn't mind seeing some fastballs up and in from both sides. Maybe a guy wears one off an elbow guard, or maybe a guy wears one, in a good spot that doesn't hurt. Maybe the bench is clear once or twice, and maybe there's a whole lot of animosity and everybody's pissed and everybody hates everybody because it's now the Dodgers and Padres ultimate rivalry in baseball, and there's not even another game or series that's even close between two teams. So I am fired up. I'm looking forward to this. What do you guys got on this, huh? Who's going to win the division? Who's going to make it further in playoffs? I said it before the season started. The World Series, all roads lead through Southern California, and I think that's the case. If the Dodgers get healthy, I'm taking the Dodgers from experience, talent, the whole 9 yards. They got it all if they're healthy. If they are not fully healthy, I'm taking the Padres because I think it's 1A, 1B. Padres may or may not. They don't have the experience of the World Series, but they have experience as of late in the playoffs and playing big games and playing in big moments. And they took one on the chin last year. They were so close. I think they got a chip on their shoulder, those same guys in the clubhouse, man. I think that's going to be if the Dodgers are not fully healthy, and even if they are, I think you flip this coin every time. It's either 50-50 or I got to say it lands on the Padres a couple times more than it does the Dodgers. So we'll see, man. This is baseball. This is playoff baseball. This is late season baseball. This is where the fun begins. That's all I got for today, guys. We will check in with you Monday. Don't forget about that. We got our futures odds bets. That shows every Monday where I just recap whatever happened in the last week for the guys that are leading the MVP race, the what else we got? Cy Young Award and the Rookie of the Year. And also we go with the World Series odds. Last week, the World Series odds were Dodgers plus 250. They moved up to plus 300. So they're becoming slowly a lesser favor than they were when they started. I'm curious after a week like this, swept by the Angels, who knows what happens with the Padres? What are those odds going to look like? Are the Padres going to take a huge jump? Tune in Monday to find out. This is the Hold My Ball podcast. Appreciate you guys for hanging on this long. If you still got me in your ears speaking to you, I truly appreciate that. And I will leave you with this thought today. And the thought is The thought is, I didn't plan on leaving you guys with a thought, so you're going to have to give me a minute here. Life is really kind of made up for us to do whatever we want these days. And in my experience, when you figure out what it is you want to do, you got a passion for something. I know that. I know it could be watercoloring. It could be helping people. It could be nursing. It could be skateboarding. I don't know. It could be anything, right? So it could be cooking. The world is set up in a way now where you can put your talents on display overnight, bam, and millions of people can see it. I will say this. There's an audience out there for whatever it is that you care about and whatever you think would be cool. There's 8 billion people on this planet. I promise you there's millions of those 8 billion that will enjoy whatever thought you got going on in your head. So put yourself out there a little bit. And what I find is when I'm actively pursuing the passion that I feel inside of me, it's like I take one step forward and then the universe or God, whatever you believe in, takes like the next step for you for free. And then you take a step forward and then they're like, yep, they take another one. And it's like, you have to take one step forward to get 2 steps ahead, because that's the universe's way of saying, hey, you're doing what you've been called to do and we're going to help you. It's like these opportunities will come in front of you and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? That came from the universe, or that came from God. So chase the passion. There's no reason not to. Absolutely no reason not to. And if you're doing the wrong things, you're going to feel like you're on a treadmill. You're going to be taking all the steps yourself and you ain't going to be going nowhere. That's the truth. I've felt that. I felt that in my life many times. So there's the thought of the day. This is the Hold My Ball podcast one more time. Appreciate you listening. We're out of here. We're going to play a little tunes right now. We're going to throw up our logo and we're going to see you guys on the next episode.